What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to week 2 of the Primetime CFM as the Lions. This week, we have quite the interesting game. You'll see about halfway through the video why it's so interesting, so I'm not going to spoil it, but we're going against the Giants. This game actually starts off quite well. Obviously, we're receiving first. Every single game, I swear, I receive first. No, not just in the CFM, like in online games. Every single game, like MUT and in franchise, I always receive first. I don't understand. But we're getting started here. Obviously, classic first play we're gonna run. And as always, just wait for it. It goes nowhere. 3rd and 19 now. After a penalty, we need to pass it. Get this first down, hopefully. We chuck it in a double coverage. Bad decision. Luckily, it wasn't picked. So we punt it, and he's at the 40-yard line now. Be nice to get a stop here and try and get the ball back. Score first for once. Score it all is just nice, but scoring first would be good. And he gets it to Odell Beckham on a slant route. Unfortunately, we're running man coverage, I think, so that's what Odell does. Catches slant routes. 3rd and 7 now. Stop here. Get the ball back, maybe. A stop would be really nice. He's passing it, and Evan Ingram's wide open. Nice hit, though. All the way down to the 8-yard line now. We're going to run a safety blitz. Try and get a sack here. And get a sack we do. Glover Quinn gets the sack. Not typical of a safety get too many sacks, but I'll take what I can get. 3rd down now. You want to keep him out of the end zone, hopefully. He dumps it off. And we stop him. So he's going to kick his field goals 3-0. This game's not going too bad so far. I haven't thrown a pick. That's how I judge my games, if I've thrown a pick yet. Gonna try and run some slant routes. Nothing's open at all. Everything's locked up. Can't throw the ball away, so we get -1 rushing yards with Stafford. Whatever. 3rd and 11 now. It's always 3rd down, it feels like. We hardly ever get first downs, not on 3rd down. Eric Ebron, though. I love using my tight ends. Eric Ebron gets a lot of good chain movers for us this game. Decent run there by Deion Lewis. What, 4 yards? Be nice if he did that on every run. Average 4 yards a carry. I don't know why I left that play in there. I must have missed that in the editing. Oh well. We're gonna try and pass it now on 2nd down. Probably just gonna look for the drag route. And that we do. Marvin Jones gets the catch, cuts it back in for a little bit, and breaks a tackle for a decent gain. On the 28-yard line now. Gonna try some play action since I always run it on 1st down. Maybe he'll bite on it. He's using D-line, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And we throw a pick to Landon Collins. Just as I was talking about how good this game was going because I didn't throw a pick, we threw one. Now we have Ezekiel Hanza dropping into coverage. And we can't cover everything. For some reason we didn't have anyone in the flats. So Sterling Shepard was wide open on that drag route. 2nd and 10 now. 5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Play action. And Odell's wide open and he gets the toe tap. Barely gets both of his feet in, but it was a nice catch by Odell. 3rd and 3 though, we can still get a stop and keep him from getting points potentially. Maybe a pick, and Jared Davis just isn't quite fast or tall enough to get that pick, unfortunately. Getting that pick there would have swung the game around tremendously. Here we get caught on a defensive lineman, but it was 3rd down and we actually get the stop, so we hold him to 3 again, only down 6-0. Just kidding, he missed the field goal. He hit it off the upright. It's still 3-0. We can get a 4-point lead here with a touchdown. Running some play action since I always run it on 1st down. He actually bit on it. And there's Eric Ebron again, getting another 1st down. 3rd and 7 after a couple bad runs again. And no one's really open. Galladay got open, but we throw another pick, this time to Janoris Jenkins. And Janoris Jenkins going all the way back for 6. So if you would have just let him kick that field goal, maybe he wouldn't have thrown a pick. I don't know. Nonetheless, it's our ball now on the 25-yard line. Nothing's really open. We have to throw it away, but we just barely don't get quite out of the tackle box. So we have a intentional grounding penalty. It's 2nd and 22 now. We should really just run the ball, get a half. But I'm content on passing it. I need to get some points. And we get sacked because we have no offensive line, apparently. And TJ Lang's injured. I believe it's only for the game, but he is our best offensive lineman, so not having him the rest of the game sucks, even though he is just a guard. 3rd and 29 now. Just chuck it up to Marvin Jones. It's another pick to Janoris Jenkins. It's looking like this one's a pick 6 too, but out of nowhere, Eric Ebron, the savior of the team, comes in and tackles him. And here's where the game turns untraditional. We lost connection. I'm pretty sure his internet just spazzed because he was the one streaming, and there was someone watching his stream. They said his stream went down, but he was still in the game, so I think something just happened real quick with his internet. So now what we have to do is, since none of that progress of the game was saved or anything, we had to restart the game. So now we're just going to play the first half of this game as Odell Beckham gets injured, which is really nice. We're just going to play the first half of this game, and whatever the final scores are, we're going to add 10 to his. So if I am up, say 13-0 at the end of the half, I win. Then we're both going to exit the game, and whoever the winner is going to get a forced win on the sim. Harry Hyder there, though, getting another sack. I think 2.5 now on the year so far, which is pretty good. But because this has happened, none of these stats matter at all. Amir Abdullah looking like another touchdown, though. Not quite a touchdown, but still a really good return for him. And it really sucks that we're not going to keep the stats. As you'll see towards the end of the game, Kenny Galladay and finishes this half with some really nice stats. Fortunately, he didn't get any nice stats there. It's 3rd and 12. You had to throw it out of bounds and punt the ball. You get a stop on 1st down after a short pass, though. If we can get the ball, we just have to score twice and keep him from scoring. It's Tahir Whitehead with a sack, though. Getting some good pressure. His offensive line is not looking the best, which is not typically the case for my opponents. There was in a double coverage and it's deflected, so it's 4th down now. We get the ball back. We have potential to win this game. 2nd and 10 now after a bad run. We're gonna run a play action. We find Kenny Galladay wide open over the middle. He makes a man miss. He's going all the way. As I said, there's an 80-yard touchdown, but wait, there's a flag. I'm so mad at this point. But then it comes up, it's just pass interference. We're all good. Kenny Galladay, 80-yard touchdown reception. That doesn't even matter. And what's even worse is, after the sim game, I checked the stats, and Kenny Galladay doesn't get any touchdowns, barely gets any yards. And his touchdown just doesn't matter here, because he breaks a tackle on the kickoff return and gets 6. And then 7, because he kicks the extra point. So we're back to 0-0, essentially, which is actually 0-10 in favor of him. So now we need to score twice again to actually win the game. You're going to see my usual self turn up here, though, but with a nice pass to good old Eric Ebron. Always reliable to move the chains with him. In this play, I think it's not a good run. We are running the ball. Yeah, it's not a good run. I put it in there as another example to show how bad the running game is. I think Deion Lewis actually finished this game with negative yards before sim. So it's horrible. Just chuck it up to Kenny Galladay, hoping to get a 1st down on 3rd and 17. Double coverage, though, you can't expect too much. We read that run with Paul Warlow. He's just not fast enough coming around the edge there, so he gets a 1st down on the run. 8 minutes left in the game before we have to quit, and he gets a touchdown on a run, which never happens to us. We never break off a run for a touchdown, except last game where I'm pretty sure the guy was just stripping because the game was already over. We have a decent run here though with Deion Lewis. Gets like 12 yards. That's a career high for him, I think, in Detroit at least. 3rd and 10 now though. We really need to convert this. Who's it gonna be to? It's gonna be to no one because we get sacked by Olivier Vernon because our offensive line is garbage. 4th and 23, down 7-24. We basically need to go for it. I mean, it's maybe a little bit unrealistic, but we're just gonna chuck it up to Kenny Galladay. He's probably not mad though because it's a pick. And not is it only just a pick, it's a pick 6. Maybe he would have been salty and got like upset about it and maybe reported me for something if I converted that and ended up winning. But whatever, he got a pick 6 as we throw another pick. Luckily it wasn't for 6, but Dominique Rogers come ready with the pick. We stop him though. I'm not sure, I think we had a punt. I think that's how we have the ball. 2nd and 20 though. We throw a pick again, it's a pick 6. Same person. I'm not sure who that is actually. That person now has 2 pick 6s on the game though. Good thing the stacks don't count. 3rd and 17 here. Trying to do something. Wise wide open. Golden Tate makes a man miss. Gets it down to the 29-yard line for a decent gain. Just gonna chuck it up to Kenny Galladay, and he wins the one-on-one with this. I think it was a safety, but stats don't really matter. That's the end of the game though. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.